My name is Ada, and if anybody had told me that one December night would change my entire family forever, I would have laughed it off. But today, anytime Christmas lights start shining and people shout, "Detty December," my heart tightens. Because what happened to us in Surulere should never happen to any family again. It was December 18th, Lagos was loud as usual, clubs playing Omopiano so hard the ground vibrated, fireworks screaming, people fighting over the last chicken in the market, children chasing themselves with balloons. Everywhere you turned you'd hear, "Guy, no Detty December oh. Make we enjoy life." My younger brother, Chuka, was 17. That dangerous age where a child believes he's a man, but still acts like a baby goat. Full of energy. Full of stubbornness. Fully impressionable. For one whole week, he had been disturbing my parents. "Daddy, please no, let me go out with my friends. No end of year groove." 5 times, my father said no. But December excitement makes some teenagers feel like the whole world is calling their name. On December 22nd, we were decorating our sitting room when Chuka's phone began buzzing non-stop. At first, he ignored it. But when he finally checked the message, he froze. A girl had DM'd him on Instagram. Too pretty. Too perfect. Smooth skin, curly hair, model pose, expensive wig. Her smile alone looked like it cost 50,000 Nigerian nairas. Her name was Kiki. Her message said, "Hey, I saw you at ShopRite last week. You're cute. Want to hang out tomorrow?" My brother shouted like he won a scholarship, "Guy. See babe way find that." Even I was confused. Why would such a high-budget Instagram babe just appear from nowhere for a 17-year-old boy still ironing school uniform? But that was just the beginning. For the next 2 days she liked all his pictures, she sent short voice notes, "You sound sweet," she replied instantly, she told him he looked mature, she called him handsome boy. Chuka began acting possessed. He started walking around with chest out. Smiling into his phone. Skipping chores. Almost burning rice because he was distracted by her voice notes. I opened her profile, just 3 pictures. Comments from obvious bots. 2,000 followers but no tagged photos. Everything screamed fake. When I tried to warn him, he snapped, "Ada abeg shift jaw. No spoil my vibe." My mother eyed him sharply. "These December girls, some of them are not who they say they are." But Chuka refused to listen. That night, we went to bed thinking everything was normal. But by morning, Chuka was gone. No sound. No footsteps. No nothing. He didn't dress up in front of us. He didn't switch on the lights. He must have sneaked out while everyone was deep asleep. By evening, my mother was restless. By 9 p.m., she kept checking the gate. By 10 p.m., my father began pacing the sitting room. By 11:30 p.m., Chuka's phone was switched off. We panicked. My father called all his friends, none had seen him. Then suddenly he remembered, didn't he mention one lounge in Yoba? My mother gasped. Yes. He said it when he was forming Big Boy. Without thinking, we went to the police station first, hoping they could help. The officers listened, typed slowly, and told us to be calm. One said there were many Detty December cases, and that they couldn't send a patrol out at that hour. Another officer suggested we come back in the morning to file a full statement. When my father pressed them, asking them to at least check the Yoba area, they shrugged and said resources were stretched and it would take time. The indifference was like cold water. We felt the weight of waiting and knew we couldn't leave our son to chance. We decided to search ourselves. We drove straight to the lounge. The lounge was loud, drinks spilling, perfume everywhere, girls dancing on chairs, December madness full speed. We showed his picture to the bouncer. "Please sir, did you see this boy tonight?" The bouncer squinted. "Yes." He no come alone, 2 guys and 1 girl follow him. My father asked, what time? Maybe around 7 p.m. My father's face tightened like he swallowed stone. We realized Chuka had been set up. As we walked back to the car, my mother's phone pinged. A message from Chuka's number had just entered the family group chat. If you want to see your son again, bring 300,000 Nigerian nairas before morning. My mother collapsed right there. Right in front of the lounge. Then a voice note followed. Chuka's voice. Crying. Daddy, please. Mommy, please, don't let them hurt me. We broke down. But my father suddenly said, wait, replay that. We listened again. Behind his crying, a long, loud train horn echoed. Familiar. There's only one place in Lagos that sounds like that, my father whispered. Iju railway side. We tore out of that place like mad people. It was 2:30 a.m. Harmattan breeze cold enough to cut skin. Street lights flickering. Roads too quiet. We passed drunk men sleeping by the gutter, police checkpoints, boys smoking by the roadside, couples fighting, abandoned shops, dusty crossroads. My mother kept praying out loud, God please, don't let my son die this Christmas. We decided to report to the police since we had a clue of where he might be, but the policeman said, we will look into it, Detty December plenty. We knew immediately there was no hope from them. We decided to go look for my brother ourselves. At Iju Railway, the night was darker than normal. We searched under the bridge, beside the tracks, behind containers, in small bushes, and between abandoned kiosks. Everywhere smelt of weed, sweat, and danger. Then, out of the shadows, someone ran into the road. Limping. Weak. Shaking. Breathing like he had been running for hours. My father hit the brakes. We all screamed. The figure collapsed in front of the headlights. My mother didn't even wait, she flew out of the car like she was shot out of a cannon. Chuka. Jesus. Chuka. It was him. Dirty. Sweaty. Clothes torn. Legs bleeding. Dust all over his face. We lifted him up. My mother hugged him so tightly like she wanted to glue him back to life. My father held his head with trembling hands. I cried until my whole face was wet. He whispered, I thought I would die. When we got home and he finally calmed down, he told us everything. Kiki's voice notes were played for him by the kidnappers. Her pictures were stolen. Her page was created 3 days ago, just for him. On the day he went to meet her, she sent, come to the back of the lounge. That's where I'm standing. When he got there, a black car slowed down. A man walked behind him. Before he could turn, a cloth over his nose. Darkness. He woke up in a small dirty shack near the railway. The kidnappers were high, smoking, laughing, arguing. Shouting about who would get the ransom money. At some point, they all slept off. He used his teeth to loosen the rope. He tiptoed past their bodies. He heard one of them shift and almost peed on himself. He ran barefoot through thorns and stones. Tripped twice. Scraped his leg. Didn't look back. He kept running until he saw the road. Until he saw our headlights. My mother burst into tears again. The next morning, we checked the fake Instagram page. Gone. Deleted. Vanished. Like it never existed. That's when it hit us, they didn't randomly pick him. They targeted him. Created the page. Used fake beauty. Used December excitement. They built a trap just for him. Moral of the story. Detty December is not for carelessness. Always tell someone where you're going. Parents, don't assume your children know better. Guide them. Teenagers, one wrong outing can change your entire life. Social media strangers are not always who they claim to be. It's better to miss a hangout than for your family to miss you. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe so you don't miss out next epic stories with moral lessons. Your support means a lot to us. Now tell me, do you think parents should tighten security during Detty December, or should teenagers be allowed to enjoy themselves freely?